First off, thank y'all for 350. I really appreciate it. I love doing this right here, man. I make a video every time I go about 50, and it's nice to go back and watch how far I've come. I truly appreciate y'all, man. I really appreciate y'all. I can't say it enough. I just can't say it enough. All right, so I know I ain't dropped a video in a minute, but I gotta make this one right here because it's been on my mind all day, man. I went to work. I just got out work, and then it's been on my mind for me to do it. I got a comment up under one of my Dark Souls 2 shorts yesterday. I had posted, and it was no hate. You know, y'all are free to comment anything you want to if you got an opinion about something. Long as it's not disrespectful. Long as you like not trying to be disrespectful towards me or anybody else, you good. Because if you get on something disrespectful, your comment is instantly deleted. I don't want that negativity in my channel. My channel is positive, not negative. You do anything negative, you gone. It's just simple as that. You know, I want everybody to come here and feel comfortable, man. You speak on how you feel. And this comment right here, Scrunch McDonald said Dark Souls 2 was the worst PvP in the Souls series. I respect that. I respect it. Even though Dark Souls 2 was my favorite game. It was my favorite out of the Souls series. It really was. But I respect why you feel that way. You know, I understand that, you know, the game was clunky and all that, but my deal with Dark Souls 2 was everything was viable in PvP. Everything. You could literally use a ladle and kill somebody. You could use a work hook and make a build around a work hook, and it was viable. Like, one of my favorite weapons to use in Dark Souls 2, even though I couldn't stand the durability in Dark Souls 2, durability was fucking horrible. But malformed skull, that was like my favorite weapon in Dark Souls. I love the malformed skull. I love because you could put it on a raw build and that motherfucking hard. It's so like it was so many cool weapons that you can use in Dark Souls 2 because everything was viable. Now with that being said, we're gonna talk about all the Souls games. I want to make this clear though. I came to the Souls series late. My first Dark Souls game was Dark Souls Remastered. So I never played the OG Dark Souls 1. My first one was Dark Souls. I never played the OG Dark Souls 2. I played Scholar of the First Sin. So, you know, like I said, I came late. Now, Dark Souls Remastered PvP, no. No, all you did was backstab all day. That, I'm good there. Like, that's not fun to me. Like, you're not even using the weapon moveset. You just running around backstabbing people. That's it. Dark Souls 2, I already said everything was viable. It was fun as hell. Dark Souls 3 had the best PvP. No doubt about it. And I mean, that 6-man was chaos. Is like Dark Souls 3 was, man, Dark Souls 3 was addictive. It was like fucking alcohol if you were alcoholic, like crack if you were crackhead. Like, it was very addictive. It's like it's amazing how you would invade the same areas, the same damn areas, but it be something different, like different people and stuff in it. Man, it was a hell of an experience. It was a hell of an experience. I used to get out of work, man. I come home after 8 to 12 hours, cut on Chase the Bro or cut on G9 and just watching until I went to bed. It was just that good. I cut on Prod, the video, because that's who actually got me into PvP, watching Prod videos. It was fucking, man, that Worst Invader, that shit was funny as fuck, man. I ain't lying, that shit. And it was so funny I had to jump into it myself. But as I, you know, went to watching his videos, I wanted to get better, so I started watching Chase, I started watching G9, and I ended up getting a lot of skill from watching their videos. I didn't even speak on Bloodborne. Bloodborne PvP, I didn't really play too much of Bloodborne PvP. Bloodborne PvE is what got me. Bloodborne PvE was fucking great. They honestly need to do a Bloodborne. I gotta say it. I know a lot of people be getting those shit like, you don't need to do no Bloodborne 2. Yes, they do. They do need to do a Bloodborne 2. Yes, they do. Like, Bloodborne PvE was the shit. Like, it was hard transitioning from Dark Souls to Bloodborne. It was hard as hell, like, cause you couldn't, like, they put a shield in the game, and the shield didn't do shit. Like, it was worthless. You literally had to learn how to dodge. I was like, my first time playing, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, damn. But man, once I got them dodges down, man, Bloodborne is so fucking fast paced. Like, you got to keep up, man. Like, that's why I say, like, the PvP was but the PvE, like, you gotta keep up with them, man. It's like playing the PvE was like playing PvP. It was fun with good. It was like playing the PvP with good connection. That's what the PvE felt like. Playing PvP with good ass connection. Like, that shit, they do need to do a Bloodborne too. They do, or at least remaster the first one. At least do that. You know, but Elden Ring, I just spoke on all of them. Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2. I just spoke on DS3, you know. We get the Elden Ring. Elden Ring by far is the worst PvP to me. I have to be honest. It's by far the worst PvP. I feel like they went backwards on a lot of stuff. I do understand the Elden Ring is all of them combined. When I look at Bloodhound Step, I think of Bloodborne. When I look at the power stance, I think of Dark Souls 2. When the game had passive poise, I thought of Dark Souls 1. Millennia was Sekiro. Like I say, it's just Dark Souls 3. A lot of the movement and stuff comes from DS3. A lot of the Ashes of War come from DS3. So it's you know, it's all of them combined, but Dark Souls 3 has 6 man, Elden Ring does not. Now I know what some of y'all say, well, they can add it in the DLC. It should have already been there for me. It should have already been there for me. I understand that they can't add it in the DLC. I mean, they put 6 man in the arena. But if you want to be honest, the arena, I don't even like the arena. Like in Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 3, when you went into the arena, like if you had a buff character, you had time to get your buffs off. In Elden Ring, a small ass arena where there is no cover. there's no cover. It's like one map that got cover. So mages can just spam you all day. Nah, I'm good. No. No 6 man, the arena ain't all that. The axes. Let's talk about the axes. That's been on my mind. Like, the axes moveset is shit. Like, I thought they would at least like put like a what's the name of them? It's been so long since I played DS3, y'all. What was the name of them damn axes? The twin, wasn't the Wing Knight twin axes? Hold on, let me look it up. Let me look it up real quick. It's been a long time since I played DS3. Let me see, DS3 Wing Knight. Yeah, it's Wing Knight Twin Axes. That's the name of them. Wing Knight Twin Axes. I thought they would have had at least it been some axes that had they moveset, but it's not. It's not, and that's horrible. That's horrible. And I understand, once again, I get it. They could do all this in the DLC, but I feel like it should have already been there. This is supposed to be all of them combined. It's supposed to be better than all of them. And I feel like they just made so many steps backwards. Like, for instance, this right here is a good one. This is a good example of them taking steps back. The fucking Taunter's Tongue. That shit right there is... How the hell do you go from dry finger, where when you press the dry finger, the only way you could cut that dry finger off is if you kill yourself or somebody kill you. Elden Ring... Soon as you get in somebody's world, cut the tongue off. Cut the tongue off. It's red here. Cut the tongue off. Bro, like, hell no, man. Almost every damn invasion I have done in Elden Ring, you always see that host. cutting the tongue off. And by the way, this is old footage. I haven't played Elden Ring and I don't know when. I've been posting old footage. I got a lot of old footage that I'll be putting out. And man, out of all the Souls games, Elden Ring is the first one that I've ever taken like breaks for months at a time. Like, to me, Elden Ring has the worst PvP. That's just me, man. The damage, I haven't even got into the damage being high. I'm not even finna get into all that. Man. It ain't for me. It just ain't for me. Y'all finna start seeing a lot of Dragon's Dogma. Y'all know Dragon's Dogma is my favorite game. I want to live stream it. I really want to live stream it. I'm thinking Monster Hunter 6 when it comes out, because I done jumped into Monster Hunter and I've been loving it. I've been loving playing with the hammer. I fucking love that damn hammer. Y'all still will see Elden Ring, especially if they add 6-man and they do a little work around it. You still will see Elden Ring, because I have built a good following with Elden Ring and Dragon's Dogma as well. Dragon's Dogma has contributed to building my following. I'm glad for that too. My highest video is a Dragon's Dogma video, so that right there put a big smile on my face, because Dragon's Dogma is my favorite game. That's my favorite game, and the PvE in that game, that's the only game that I've ever played where I would go back to the PvE over and over again, because it was just that damn good, because you always learn something new. But as far as Elden Ring, if they do add 6-man, fix that Tonta's tongue and all that, it will pop back up on my channel for sure. But as of right now, this is new. No, like, the little examples is enough. I don't need to say no more. I don't need to give you no more examples of why Elden Ring PvP ain't it, why I don't like it. I'm pretty sure it's a lot of other people that feel the same. It's gonna be people who love Elden Ring PvP. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with you loving Elden Ring PvP. It could be your first Souls-like game, or you just love it mechanically. Whatever. If it's what you prefer, it's what you prefer. But me personally, I prefer DS3 PvP. I think the chaos was fun. Even though Dark Souls 2 was my favorite, because everything was viable. But like, I wish they could have combined like DS3 and DS2, where everything was viable and it was like chaos like DS3. Oh man, that's why I thought Elden Ring was gonna be. I was like, boy, shit about to get tight. Shit about to get tight, but it didn't happen that way. And I'm not mad about it. Me personally, I just don't care for Elden Ring. I just don't. But that's pretty much all I had to say, y'all. Once again, thank y'all for 350. Thank you, man. With that, like and subscribe if you ain't. Comment down below if you don't. And I'll see y'all later.